I don't know how many people we had before.
Round 2, we are back.
Hey,
Horry, dude, Bling Bling.
We made it back. We made it back.
We're here again.
We did
Never
it.
went anywhere, really.
Nobody got porn bombed either. We did this right. We caught it before anything bad happened.
Better safe than sorry.
If you're wondering what we're talking about, the last stream I was switching screens. I was trying to show Bling Bling's video of the fly on the ISS, which I might try to do here again and actually do it right. But I showed the link instead on an accident, and you know what? We just have to end the live stream as soon as that happens because you never know if a troll's there watching and waiting, because they are. They're watching
to me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. So
I just think it's really strange. It's such a simple thing for YouTube to sort out so that the chat room don't see the link.
Maybe and maybe not. Like it probably is.
You know? This lets snipers in. It's bad.
You know what? It should be up to the admin when somebody uses the link. If you were the admin, you controlled the Hangout, you started the Hangout, you should have all the rights to accept or decline anybody who uses the link to get in. That's it. That's the only thing they need to do. And that would fix everything. Because you're going to be like, who is this trying to join the Hangout? And then you'll ask us or you'll ask the chat. And if nobody owns up to whatever username is trying to join the link, then you'll decline it. So, I mean, it's a simple thing. I don't know why they're doing it like this. I really don't.
No, neither do I, because you're in panic mode when you know that the link's been shared. Because right.
Well, they set us up to.
I think about that.
You know what? It's great technology. I'm not going to be pissed about it. It works so amazingly. But yeah, they could fix a couple things. Darn it.
It's not hard either. That's the big deal. It's not hard to do that.
Not for them. It'd be like take a freaking lunch break to do it. Come on.
Right. Once you have all this put into place, it's easy to fix something like that. So, but yeah, we'll be fine. We were talking about the ISS and the fly, and I wanted to look at with Bling here, and I'm asking you, did you find that link yet for me? The update video you said you made, Bling?
Oh, did you ask me to send you that?
Hey, you want me to drop it in the chat?
I'll put
it in the chat.
Please.
I'll do it real.
Let's do that.
Give me 1 minute, please. No,
got 1 minute.
I'll find it. It won't take
a minute's a long time.
I know, man. It's if it's dead air for a minute, everybody starts freaking out. Yeah.
Karen will be like saying something real quick. You don't allow dead air. He's very good at
it. Can you hear me okay now?
Yes, we can hear you great. Yeah.
Cool, that's good. Anyway, welcome back, everybody. Horry explained what happened, part 2. And I thank everybody.
The fly in space. Go ahead.
Oh, me.
Make sure it's the update video, not the first one.
It's the one right. It's the one right before the where he does the thing with the ring.
Yes, you got it.
Right. Yeah, that one. 208,000 views. Pretty good. Wow. Not bad, huh? That's a lot. That's a lot of eyeballs. That's 416,000 eyeballs.
That's just me watching it over and over again.
I wish I can get that kind of views. I just
no doubt, right?
Oh my goodness!
Bling video. All right.
As soon as I got that many views, I got a copyright strike because my video was titled "Las Vegas Shooting, Real Cell Phone Footage, Fake Gunshots," and that got me. That got me bad.
All right, it's in the chat.
Don't even make those types of videos anymore because you're just gonna get nailed.
I mean, they do, but you got to go on like 153 News or something.
No, I mean, no, I don't. I mean, on YouTube, they don't.
YouTube, no. They're making them, but just not on here.
Yeah.
So, Bling, at what point of this video do you want me to show? You think? What's the best part with the fly?
I mean, the beginning parts. I think when I start going frame by frame, because I did the whole movie, like the whole footage, frame by frame.
Let's see
You know how long
here.
that took me with my finger, click, click, click.
Oh, I can imagine.
So people could see that. Oh, and I get accused that I put that in there. Like, I wish I was that good. I could actually
Where do I get
put the fly in the video. That'd be great.
I'm trying to see. Oh, okay.
I'm looking for like a good point to cue it.
Yeah,
Just
let me know.
early on, because like I said, I just did the whole freaking thing. Oh, sorry.
Whoa.
There's just something got mislabeled.
Somebody
Where?
opened the door.
I don't see a fly in any of the stuff. I can't hear what I'm seeing right now either. That's
Flying in space with a real fly on the outside of the station. Huh. Yeah, I don't know if something got.
You want a link? Or
I put the link
I got
in the
it.
chat.
And that's the one I was looking at earlier, and I still can't find it. Bling, you got to check out your own channel and tell us which one it is. I'm dying to know at this point.
Yeah. This is. Hold on. Let me go back. Let me try to. Huh.
thanks.
So
It got switched somehow, Blaine. Your video got
have we just uncovered
switched or
something?
Maybe.
Boy, that would be fun.
Sorry.
Well,
321 is a good spot.
321.
321.
Yeah, it's a good spot. Like I said, there's a lot of.
He's playing guitar on mine. What the heck?
Oh, there's his guitar at 324. All right.
Right.
Where's the fly at there, Bling?
Bling, we've got a different video showing.
Gotta be. I mean, Bling, this is what we are looking at right now on the video. Yeah, I clicked on Flat Earth Dude's link in the chat room, but this is
Bling just left the call. She said,
All right, I dropped the link. Hopefully it'll open. I dropped the link in.
Right there. It is. All right, let's try it now. Hold on.
All right.
I'm gonna try it again here.
321. Oh, there we go. That's the right video.
Yep.
All right.
There we go.
Yeah. Okay.
Green screen. Okay.
Yeah. All right, here we go, guys. So this is what we're looking at right here. I'm gonna full screen it so we can all see it. All right. 321 fly proven plus green screen proven. Epic green screen failure is the name of the video.
Mm-hmm. And there it is, the biggest black part of that, the dot there. That's the fly. And what I was doing is going frame by frame.
Hang on a second, let me put it on Horry.
What's that, Karen?
Come on. That's it. There you go. The screen's on you now.
Oh, yeah. So, all right. Yeah, there's the fly, that little green splotch there.
Well, the black splotch. And you can see that's going frame by frame. And you can see that is changing its shape throughout the frame by frame. If it was a blob, then it would not morph itself like that. Plus, he's not moving the camera. The camera's pretty much staying right there. You can see that because of the wing of the solar ray that's showing at the bottom is it's right there. It's stable. It's not moving around on it. And I'm going frame by frame, and that little thing, that little fly is moving around. And there are sections of this video where you actually see the shape of it perfectly.
That's
you can
crazy.
See it turn to the side. You see its little antenna. You can see its little legs. Like it's there. It's a fly.
Yeah, you can see its
a
little
blob.
legs.
Ouch! What a burn!
I mean,
it's a burn, baby.
I'm not someone to put something up there if I think that it's not for real. I mean,
right.
I studied this for hours and hours and hours, made sure of it, and then made
thousands of hours.
I have put in more time looking at ISS footage than anybody else in the movement. I know I have. That's been my life. So, like I said, I was disappointed at Jeranism, came out with that. I thought it was a scuba diver. I thought, well, you know what? I'm going to make a video about it too, really breaking it down. And then as I was going through it, I realized that, shit, this is not a scuba diver. This is just shit they're dragging along behind them in the water, and they're in the water. So it's just floating around behind them. It's not a scuba diver, but this is a real fly. This is. You can see that. Like I said, I was told it was a blob. Then why is the blob morphing if the camera is being very steady and not moving around? How is the blob morphing into?
How are you filming this? Are you looking at your monitor and filming this?
Yes, I was.
I need to show you how to use some other techniques.
Oh no, what I should have done is just filmed my monitor, which I know how to do.
A screen cap.
It was a total lazy moment on my part.
That's okay. But look at this lazy moment. 11,000 views. That's a win.
Yeah, I guess so.
That's really great.
That's a win.
But it's a reward considering the amount of time spent watching where I'm not finding anything. That's a win for me on Flat Earth and proving that the space station is nothing but a contrived children's show to brainwash them. That's what it is. That's its purpose. There's no way that professional people with that level of education would ever agree to make themselves look like complete idiots. You can see it's walking there. I mean, hello.
It's going over the.
You see the shape of it there? Fucking fly.
Yeah.
Sorry for the swear. I usually don't. I don't swear.
That's good.
This makes me really
good.
angry with the people that made videos about me saying that it was a blob. Red's Rhetoric, I believe, made a video. I mean, so it's like, piss off. It's a fly. And when I made the update and showed it to him, the argument stopped dead in its tracks. I didn't get any more feedback from these dudes.
No, what are they going to say about that? That's obviously a problem. I mean, if you're going to green screen something and you're going to have anomalies, the anomaly is going to stay put in the same spot because that means that whatever that spot was, it wasn't as green as it should be to get cut out. So a lot of times you're going to see this like sparkly stuff, but that's not a sparkly thing. That's a literal moving object that's going over the CGI and everything.
Absolutely, it is.
It's terrible.
Sometimes I wonder if the actors that they have that are playing the role of an astronaut do this on purpose because they're tired of lying too.
I think about that.
I want to bring up something that's a little older. This video is a couple years old. I'm going to put it in the chat. But
nice.
It's from the NASA in the 60s. It shows the office lights inside the. It's 44 seconds long, so it's a quick little video.
Well, can we?
But it
play
shows
that one
the.
Yeah, there it is.
Here it is.
There it is. They're watching it now. Tell us what it is.
This is really cool. See the office? See the office in the. Is that good?
Oh man, what is that?
It is so busted. Anyway, I thought you might appreciate that.
That's going on the next Horry show.
That has got to go on there, right?
What's that, Karen?
You play it there. Play it again because it was.
Did you make a video
on you?
I am. You should see it now. I'm just repeating it over and over here for everybody. That's the office. That's the office right there. And I mean, yeah, it sure looks like office lights, ceiling tiles.
Well, it is.
Right.
Oh
my air
goodness.
conditioning.
Put it back there again. Hold on. Put it back there again for a second.
Right,
I want to see that again. Okay, stop it.
There you go. Yeah, you need to put your microscope on that.
Well, I think I see two people standing there. One guy's got a white shirt on. One guy's got a maybe a blue shirt or light blue, and they're both wearing black pants. Do you see it? Who are those two dudes standing there in black pants? I gotta put my jewelry box on.
I'm taking a really good look at it right now, but I'm listening. I'm trying to. trying to get.
Yeah.
Oh
Those
man.
are people.
On the left, right? On the left
Mhm.
side,
Of course.
they look like they're wearing black dark pants and a
And
light
they
colored shirt
are.
on the right.
There's
Yeah.
people standing there.
Ah,
No
ha, ha, ha.
question.
I wonder if they move. If we can detect any movement in those people, that would be epic. Oh, looks like maybe. Oh, maybe.
It's so close, man. Right?
Is there just one shot of that, or is there a multiple
That's
shot?
it.
That's pretty much it, huh? It
That's
is.
the first American spacewalk, guys. When they
Yeah.
had their space gun.
That's
They're
right.
using the space gun, and they're claiming that's like an air tube that they're able to just swim around in space with that little contraption, making them move around. And that's what they talk about in the scene. That his canister has now run out, so he can't use it anymore.
Anyway, that's a good one. Make a video.
I'm
Use
shocked
it.
that after all the time I've spent on that video, that I never noticed that. I'm ashamed of myself.
No, no.
I was
Don't
not
be ashamed.
looking for a reflection ever in that, and I don't know why, because it's the perfect thing that I look for is helmet shots.
Some the hardest things to find are the things right in front of you, right?
I was more caught up in what they were talking about, trying to hear the conversation about this canister, and then I looked it all up and found out that it was called a space gun, and they don't use that anymore. Apparently, NASA does have something, but they never show us on spacewalks. They have some kind of a device like this that they can travel around the space station from point A to point B, but they never show that. They never like go, oh, we're getting out our, space gun, XYZ update, because
space gun rocket.
it's a long swim over to, the demultiplexer area of the space station for repair. Because that's always the thing they're fixing. It's such a joke. But they
Horry,
do such a good job convincing the world.
Just you on the ISS.
I had to just stretch my legs a little bit. I get up here to float around every now and then, and
yeah, Horry, we got to do that. I want to be on there with you.
I'm waiting. What's up with your green screen thing?
We can do a spacewalk too. Get some footage of the exterior. Because I have my spacesuit. I have an astronaut suit, so I can do a spacewalk.
Oh my goodness, that would be awesome. Maybe I could just come out there with a tinfoil hat and be like,
you could just come out there. Oh, you could be the man. I have another video, of the man running across the screen. So you could be that dude that you get in the shot and you accidentally realize that you're in the shot and you get out of the shot really fast. That's a video I have.
I also have the Jack Skellington outfit for absolutely no reason, but it kind of looks like maybe I can breathe in outer space looking like that.
But yeah, it's a little short, kind of a chubby guy.
That's funny.
It's on footage that they're always playing. I think they still play it to this day, of spacewalk and astronauts being out there and showing it's a monitor that they use. It's the area of the space station where apparently they are using the Canada arm that they use to move large things around. And that in the area of the space station, they sit there and they have a joystick and they move the arm around. So on the outside of the space station, there's a monitor of some sort. That's what it is that I'm showing in the video. I didn't know at the time. I've since researched it and I know exactly what that spot is. And it's a monitor, but it's certainly not showing the inside of the space station of some short, fat little guy like walking around in there. It's a reflection of someone behind them worrying about like being in the reflection. So he runs in, and he may have a beer in his hand. He's got something white.
Yeah, I think I saw that one.
Could be a Starbucks coffee cup for all we know. And then he's like, "Oh shit!" And he
Yeah.
gets out of the shot. You know, that's really what I look for. That's, you know, what I pride myself on with the videos that I make, is looking for reflections of real oddity things that just totally don't belong there. You know?
Well, yeah, that's why I like to show this next video. I want to show you guys this. This is one of the things I'm flat smacking people with on chat roulette. And it's the puppet on a string video on YouTube. It's called Apollo Moon Hoax Puppet on a String.
Mm-hmm.
So check this one out. This was really cool. All right. So here's the astronauts, and when I'm on chat roulette, I'm talking about the fake moon landing and all this stuff. And I want you to look right above their head, right?
Fantastic.
Right here above
You
their,
can see the string.
you're gonna see a flash. You're gonna see a flash. Look, you saw it. You saw it just now. Look, bam. You saw it again. Okay.
Yep.
Now I'm gonna fast forward to about 1:53 where you really see it. But a minute and 50 or 45 seconds away. Now we're gonna watch this little flash. I know exactly what this is. Look, watch. Boom. You saw that? Here's another one, big one. Watch. Ooh, it's just forming. Ooh, oh. What is that? Is that a tiny explosion that just happened? Should we worry about this, guy?
It was the aliens.
No, guys, let me tell you all what that is. Okay, if you have a cable, and I have a green screen behind me right now, and to prove that, because if I have to, check it out. I'm just gonna like disable the filter on my Brio, and you'll see exactly what my green screen looks like. Watch, bam.
There you go. Hello.
This is all. This is it. This is a green color screen and 4 studio lights. And if I had a cable above me that was hoisting me up and helping me float around, right? If the
Bling
cable
Bling, your nails.
are you like doing your nails?
I was. Oh, stop it, okay? I seem to always be doing my nails on a hangout. I got
That's so
I
funny.
can never just sit. I have to do stuff. That's what I do. So I am.
So like, okay, so if you have a cable and it's shiny green cable, the studio lights every now and then are going to pick up a shine. They're going to make the cable shine. So that's what you are seeing in this video. You're seeing the green.
What you're seeing is a mirage.
What's happening here is that the software cannot cut out. You see the color green I just showed you? The software says cut out that green. But because the light shines on the cable, it's no longer that color. Now it's a brighter green. It's a more yellowish green or a more whitish green. Mm-hmm. And that's why the software makes everything look like that in the end production. It's no longer the same color green. What you're seeing is the flash, the glisten.
It's fantastic.
And people, like, so far, people have been very receptive to that. And I'll be, Jesus, hopefully they are, because I know what I'm talking about. I can totally stand behind this. Totally. And because what else is it? Because please, somebody tell me what you think it is. If it's not that, it's like a freaking explosion. Now, when I hit space, I'm gonna play it again. It goes away.
It's so fantastic that they're so shitty at doing this every single time.
I want to show you something else, and this is also going to blow a noodle. You see the black splotches right here on his helmet and right here on his backpack. Watch how they move around and shimmer, and I'm going to show you what that is in just a second. Look how they shimmer. Like, there's a problem with just that couple of seconds right there. Mm-hmm. I'm going to back it up, but look, it's happening. It's shimmering. Look, all over the helmet, it's shimmering and shimmering. What's happening is something is shining on the helmet that's not working right for some reason, and it's showing the background. The blackness of space is coming through that white suit. Mm-hmm. There's a whole lot of green that's reflecting in that shot. For some reason, they had the lights messed up, or too much green sheen, too much green spill. It's called the spill is happening, and so the software thinks that, I don't know, maybe the cable was too green and it was shining on whatever the case is. You're seeing the blackness of space through his helmet and through his backpack right there, and look at it shimmer and stuff. Now watch this. I'm gonna go over to my my Brio, and I'm gonna shift it. And I'm going to show you what happens if something's not right.
Don't do that.
What?
Don't show
I
the
see
Horry.
Horry's face peeking.
Wait, hold on. I'm going to show you a far shot, or I'm going to show you a close shot. This is what you need to look for. Look at the bottom left or right corners. Watch how there's something anomalous that's going to pop up. I need to shift it a little bit more. So watch this. I'm shift it like, I don't know. Is that enough? All right. That's the wall. Okay. So all right, watch.
There you go.
I can't really do it and look at it at the same time. But if I have something wrong, I guess it's more on this side. All right, look.
No, you're showing. We can see that.
Yeah, you see how there's something
of the green screen. Sure.
There's something happening right here. It's not quite green. And it's up here too. There's a little dot right there. If you could see the little dot, like that's it's not the perfect color green, whatever that is. That's actually like, I don't know, a fuzz or something on my green screen. I just removed it. Or no, I didn't. No. Oh, no, this is what I'm talking about. Right here.
Yeah,
there's a little. You saw that little fuzziness? Like I had to get to the right lighting, and once I messed up the lighting, it started to not cut it out properly, and you get this like fuzziness. And this is what's happening. Oh, you just saw it again. Look. Oh, there it is. There it is. I don't even know what I'm doing, but the light got brighter.
Reflection, maybe.
The camera
bouncing off.
Well, here it is. The camera just went into some weird exposure and it changed the color of the green. So now it's doing that. Well, that's all that's happening. That's all that's happening on the helmet. That's the exact same phenomena that we're looking at right there. That's it.
I think you're right.
That's it. I know I'm right. It's just hard to kind of duplicate, and you don't notice it at the time. You notice it after you've distributed your video to everywhere and then some. So it's not an easy thing to catch, is what I'm saying.
That is a great catch, Horry. Good job.
I hope you guys kind of put that together.
We wouldn't have been looking at that then. So they've got away with it for years, haven't they? It's only because of technology you realise what you're looking at.
Absolutely. Yeah, we wouldn't have known. Like, now everyone's way more familiar with green screen technology, and now it's like, wait a minute. I know what that is.
I'm so glad.
Like my own stuff.
I'm so glad the camera decided for no reason at all to overexpose me. So it changed the color of the screen and showed us the anomaly I pointed at, because that was key. It was like God sent just now. Because I mean, I can't do it right now. I can't duplicate it. It's not supposed to change the lighting. I have it set to finite, like fixed settings. It's not supposed to auto expose. But that's what happened for that camera right there. It auto exposed the wrong way. It showed too much sheen on the helmet. It showed a brightness on the flashing cable, and all this stuff happened. I'm so glad you guys got to see that.
Yeah, very cool, Horry. Very cool. I love when we can like expose the moon landing stuff more and more and more, because that's ultimately what's going to convince people about flat Earth, is the proof that we never went to the moon. You know, it helps people to open their minds. And then we mention, 9/11 doesn't make any sense, and they look into that, and that's when they can start like mistrusting the government, like they should. Instead of like, why would they do that? Why would they lie? Like, hello, wake up. They've been lying to us always. It's not any different. They've always lied to us.
That's true. That's why I attack NASA just as Jeranism does on his Jeranism channel. Jaron does. Because it's what most people know. They remember a lot of the stuff that was shown from them from outer space. They remember the space stuff. It's like their brain records it and it sticks. So when you attack that and you dismantle that whole, when you just destroy space for people by pointing out all the flaws in the pictures that they send of Earth, or the videos that they send of Earth, or the spacewalks with the bubbles, or the backflips they're failing on, or the flies on the ISS. Oh, Jesus! Oh, come on! You just like, I don't have enough time in a 5-minute time span to see like what's going to be most impactful. But you just go down the road and you start showing these people stuff, and yeah, when you start dismantling space, it makes people really, really think. So that's why I start with the moon landing.
Horry, you need to make a compilation video all this stuff, so you can just play it for them instead of like saying, "Look at this," and then there's a video, and then look at this. Just like here,
Yeah, and my paused
3-minute
astronaut.
video. Watch this. You know.
You know
One
what?
I found paused astronaut, where there's one moving around and there's one paused. They're out together. It's Boeing's first trip outside, about 2013 or something like that. And one of them's moving around and the other one's completely paused.
Yeah, it makes no sense at all.
You put all the clips together and then flat smack them in 2 seconds with NASA.
I need to see that again. I didn't quite understand what you were saying. What is it?
Well, it's a sun and moon video. Do you want me to send you the link?
Yeah. Let me take a look at it.
But don't play the volume because, it's me talking and yapping away.
Okay. Well, yeah.
But yeah, it's a spacewalk where Karen points out that one astronaut is moving around and the other one looks like he's frozen, like he's not moving, just completely immobile, which makes no sense.
Like Nimblehorse said in the chat, he's got a keen eye. He says, "Green is bleeding on your fingers, Horry." You're right. If you look,
Oh yeah, there it is.
If I do this a certain way, you see how
Yeah, you see it right there on
Yeah.
There's a lot of potential for green screen to mess up, but there's a reason why the camera is in one spot and nothing else is really, the camera's not moving for lots of reasons on the ISS. The camera is stationary for lots of reasons. You won't find very many videos of them moving that camera around while they're, and for obvious video editing reasons too. You just want to tripod the camera and be done with it. But you won't see many videos of them moving the camera around or holding the camera with the human movement. Because
no, they don't. They only show that when they do extended videos.
Extended videos, yes.
It's not a live event, that it's, and then it's like, don't people ever wonder to themselves, how in the world could anybody be floating through the space station with a handheld camera and not have it jiggling around? Yet you watch these footages and it's smooth as silk, no jerky motions, not bumping around, just like as if you had a camera and you were just zooming in on something. Makes zero sense. If the guy is supposed to be holding it and floating and pulling himself along, he would have a jerky spot every little bit as he pulled himself to the next spot.
Right there. Horry, I've sent you the link now.
Okay. All right, let's see what I got here. Put it on the television.
But people just don't use their critical thinking skills at all when they watch, anything to do with this space station. They really don't you see it flying over you? Look at that guy.
Oh, he's totally frozen, man. He is completely frozen on the right side.
Makes
what
no sense, right?
in the world? Oh my goodness! I'm saving the hell out of that right now.
You got some good material today.
I did.
Not sure that person's shadow of the leg, the one that's moving, the shadow doesn't look right either. So
like
what it is
just inserted that
on his own.
That footage is from
Bling
something
Bling.
else. It's like a screenshot, Karen. They put
and then he pans around.
Wait, hold on.
And then when he comes back, there's two of them out there, and then it's not moving.
It's a screenshot. In fact, do you see the color difference? Do you see the lighting difference?
Yeah.
It's too far away.
There's a line going up and down.
Is there?
Yeah, I see it. Like where the guy's moving around behind him in the black of space, there's like some white milkiness to it.
He's working on his own there. They pan around, and when they come back, there's two of them out there. Only one of them's moving.
Right there. Yeah. Yeah, that's terrible. I mean, you can't sit that still. You just can't. I mean, you're gonna move. It's terrible.
It's like a screenshot.
Yeah, not moving. Not at all moving, guy.
And you know what? I think based on his positioning, you should have seen the astronaut's legs in the reflection of his helmet.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
Oh, yeah, right. The legs are coming up. There's
Why
nothing.
wouldn't you have seen something? There's
That's a good
nothing.
find. That's a good find.
Makes sense.
Oh my goodness.
You
I'm
should have
adding
seen
that
something.
to my flat
Because he's
stack.
frightened.
Something should have been moving there. You would have seen something. It's very, you know, just so much of them going in front of this guy. Should have seen something, but nothing. I mean, I
That's
don't
a-
even know if the reflection in his helmet even reflects back what is actually there. Something else.
Good find, y'all. Good find.
Yeah, it just
that's
shows
right.
thing, doesn't it? As another, don't know. That was one of my first footages I found on that Boeing and that. There's masses they touch, the material, ISS space station. There's stickers. It just goes on that one video. It's about 3, 4, I don't know. It's hours long.
I'm getting that
That's okay.
office and space video too. I'm adding that to my folder. These are the little nuggets, the fly in space one too. I'm gonna go get that one. It's these little nuggets right here that I can show people. But I mean, by the time I get done showing the fake clouds, the CGI Earths where the cloud formations are being copied on spinning ball Earths, that stuff it's so damning that I don't have to even go into all these things. But the more the merrier if it really takes that. But a lot of times when people figure out, most of the time they're already on the fence, or they just say, oh yeah, I believe the moon landing because why not? Those people I can easily fix. I call it, I guess I say fix for a reason, because they're just broken. But once I know that that's where they are, that's the only reason they believe in the moon landing, any of this stuff that I show them will help them hop onto the other side of the fence, to the fence of the side where, nope, all of this is fake. And I've had several people this month say, I had last night, there was 2 girls, and one of them was like kind of a moon landing believer, and the other one was like totally a conspiracy person. And we were just talking, and I guarantee you at the end of the night, both of those girls left and got off with me, and one of them was like, okay, so maybe that guy was right. And then the other one was like, I told you about so many different things, it was it's awesome. It's beautiful to see people waking up. People being skeptical is great. I love it. I'm a super skeptic, but you have to look into stuff for yourself. And once you do, you can't unsee the stuff you find. And when it comes to flat Earth research, geez.
So the other lady was saying, I told you to her friend because she's been trying to convince her that the stuff's not real.
I think that friend that was skeptical of the conspiracy friend, she was like, I don't know, I think you're crazy. But I'm sure there was like enough communication for, no, I've read about this, or I saw this on YouTube. And that friend was like, but now because of me, that friend now has so many different things to say. I told you that. I told you about that. Remember, he said this, and I told you about that too. And we hit so many points. It's
Friends
on the.
trying to get some validation here.
It's on the. It's on the. Yeah. The friend was totally validated on like several things, and she was like, there were several times she was pointing at her friend, going, "I told you." It was epic.
That's so nice.
Yeah.
That's all we want.
I like doing. I like
truthers.
go to President Trump.
What's that, love?
I said, I feel like sending that video to President Trump.
Oh.
You're not
Oh man,
honey.
How do you get around that? What lie can you say to get around that? There's a paused astronaut. They're supposed to be together and live.
He
just
knows the truth, Karen. I think he knows.
Yeah,
He's not part of this. He's just a puppet. He's not.
Yeah. I want to believe, but they're all puppets, man.
He might have been a truther at one point, like after 9/11, when he was interviewed, and he said that buildings, the experience with steel and blah blah blah, this doesn't happen. Um, he's not that same person anymore. That's for sure. Now he's owned by the powers that be, just like the rest of them. And he probably got paid really well to be the president. Pretend to, do all this. I'm an anarchist. I don't believe in government at all. And it's all bullshit. Anyone that has any hope in that, you're not awake enough yet, really. If you really think that the president has some kind of power, if you think that all these leaders of these countries aren't actual friends with each other, they're all in the same
Yeah,
thing.
they're never going to go to war with Russia.
No, it's silly. It ain't gonna happen. No, it's all a distraction.
James was in the chat room earlier on. He'll tell you it's all to do with fear. They just want us living in fear.
Of course, it is, and it's all to do with whatever their money laundering and all the shit that's really happening that we don't know about. It's all distractions. Like they don't ever, like the whole Pope thing going on right now. That's not hardly even in the news. The Pope being asked to resign because he was aware of a bishop or a cardinal or whoever molesting kids, and he didn't do anything about it. So that's hardly even in the news. At the same time this happens, we have another shooting in Jacksonville. Same day. It's always so ironic. These things seem to happen together. Something important happens, and then there's a shooting. Just saying. I don't know. Not saying that.
And then we're not allowed to talk about any of those things, are we?
Nope. I'm not saying nobody dies. I think people do die, but I don't think it's going down like. If it went down like it was supposed to, we wouldn't have all this stuff. We wouldn't have all these questions. A million.
I know, but we can't say it live. We can only say it privately.
Mm-hmm. Well, no, we're not making a video and labeling it, the H word. That's what get you shut down.
That's true. I think what you said, Bling, all that is true. Like once something big's happening, they distract us with something else. And then, well, you go look at any new shooting that you find. If you type in that location, that shooting, and type in hoax after it, you're going to see there's been videos made that have mostly valid information, and then they were taken down right away, removed, and that channel destroyed. And that's what happened for a lot of other shootings that I'm not going to mention the names of, but I mean, I know my channel got its first strike from trying to expose some very, very valid, no-brainer stuff. And that's it. They don't want you to spread it. So be careful what you talk about, because they know what they're doing.
Yeah, you just can't make videos.
Rocker. It's happened to Jerry Rocker.
Oh, yeah.
It's happened to Jerry Rocker.
But is it, or is it just his channel got something happened? And I don't know if that. I think he would have gotten a message saying that he violated the terms of YouTube. He didn't get that. When you screw up like that in their eyes, you get a message, right, Horry, that says you violated the terms of YouTube.
Yeah, you get something that tells you that you violated some part of the talk.
He didn't get that. He got some kind of someone's trying to. What was the wording again?
Something activity on it.
Yeah, like someone was trying to hack in, or some unauthorized access, something like that.
I can tell you what that is in one aspect. If you like too many posts too fast, you're going to get something like that. So if he just went around and liked so many posts on whatever he was interested in, he might get that. And I don't know how far.
Can't he sign in though, Horry? What he was saying earlier on was he can't sign in.
Well, yeah.
Like I said, I couldn't sign in either. My account was was like temporarily suspended for my protection or something like that.
Well,
I should have
that's it.
screenshot, you know,
Yeah.
but I did eventually. It took me a bunch of times, like a pile of times, with the password. They kept sending me like, this is the steps, do this next, and then do this, and then I would do it, and then I would try to log in. It would be back to your account has suspicious activity. It was just going around and around and around until finally I was able to break through that somehow and be able to successfully change the password and log into my Facebook. I thought I'll never get logged in back to Facebook if I, keep getting this same thing after I successfully changed the password. Right away, I would log in and then it would say you're suspended. And then it would tell me that I had to change my password. I was just going around in a circle. So that was like the flukiest thing. That just happened a couple days ago. I thought, you know what? If this keeps going, I was just going to end Facebook. I didn't even care. I really don't like Facebook. You know, it's just, to me, it's just a bunch of misinformation. It's just a bunch of crap. I don't like it.
It's
I
a
like
spy
posting
tool.
my cute dog videos. That's what I pretty much do. I throw in the odd truth video and nobody likes it or acknowledges it. Even though, disappointingly, I have a lot of flat earth friends. They don't even bother to say anything. So it's, you know what? I'm not going to keep putting myself out there. If I'm not going to get any support, because as a truther and a flat earther surrounded by globe head friends, you need some support when you post something, you know, because it's pretty tough. It takes a lot of courage to do that in front of the people that know you as a person. And if you can't
Yeah.
get support,
Just
what's
want
the
to
point?
ignore that part completely.
What's that, darling?
They just want to ignore that part completely.
They do. Like, you get nothing. You don't get nothing. It's like you haven't posted anything. Yet you go ahead and I'll post like a cute video of a dog, and then I get all these likes and comments and shares, and everyone loves that. But don't try to post any truth videos or anything. It just goes like a ghost town.
Well, the thing is, YouTube. I mean, Facebook doesn't. It just doesn't send that to anyone anymore. It like it knows that it's a flat Earth video or a flat Earth post, and it won't share it. Like my show. The only reason I think people log into my show from Facebook is because the algorithm is still set to just push out anything that's live. They want live stuff to be in your face. Bam, here it is. Somebody that you know is live. Bam, they just put it on your screen. But at some point, I bet if you put into the title anything they don't want you to live stream about, then your stuff is gonna stop showing up in
That's
that regard.
possible because
Oh yeah.
I don't even know if it is strange. Like, of all my friends and family, I I'd be like, wait, what happened to like so and so, and then I'm supposed to be following them, yet I haven't seen anything. All of a sudden, I'll think about them and I'll go on their Facebook and they've posted all kinds of stuff. Yet I've
Yeah.
never got notification on it, and it's
Right.
nothing conspiratory. It's just whatever. It's like, how come I haven't seen anything? That's just like weird, and it's
Mine's
supposed
like that.
don't work properly, and it has nothing to do with them posting. They're not even a truther. They're just posting pictures of themselves or whatever, and it's not there. So, yet maybe it's to do with if you are watching certain people all the time, that those people are going to keep showing up. But if you haven't looked at someone's Facebook, it's not going to show up. It's like it just knows who you're really looking at, and it only shows that. Maybe, I don't know. That's what it seems like. It's frustrating. I don't have time to be looking individually on my friends and family's Facebooks to
Well,
see what's going on.
all I know is that you have to like their posts in order to be able to get their stuff in your feed. So if you don't like any of their posts, you're not going to see what that person posts unless you revisit them like you're doing. So that matters. Just like one post of anybody of your friends, and I guarantee you for the next day or two, you're going to see everything they post. Everything.
And then it's just gonna go away again, though.
Yeah, right. That's what I've noticed too. It just kind of goes away too. So
Yeah, and that's been the problem, like, it's just weird. And then, but saying that, I can randomly see something in the news feed from somebody who I haven't been looking at. So it's weird. All my horse friend connections, it seems like I always see all their posts. And I have like 900 horse friends. From showing and when I had my belt buckle business, but I don't see my own close friends in my family, like the people that I'm really involved with. I don't get to see them. I only get to see the people that I only kind of know through Facebook and through horse shows. Makes no sense.
Off subject. I
Yeah,
hate
yeah.
Facebook. Anyway.
Yeah.
NBC put out a news story about how many animals have paved the way for human space flight.
Oh, great.
It's 3.5. It's 4 minutes long. It shows all these poor animals.
And the
Laika the
dog.
dog.
Yeah.
And
The shepherd that the Russians.
little
supposedly-
monkeys all strapped in there.
I know. I can't take that.
Abel it's brutal, isn't it? There was a
is.
cat. There was a cat that went to space.
Jeez.
You know
They have
about the
no
cat?
choice.
Do you know
don't
about
agree.
the cat? Well, they didn't go
Not
to space,
fair.
but
Yeah.
it's just
It's
a
just
news
not
story.
fair. I mean, did they really kill the dog? Like that the Russians said that they sent in Sputnik or whatever? Like, did they really kill that dog?
They left on the rocket, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Don't go up, they come down, don't they?
Let's go right into the ocean. The dog.
Oh, yeah. Oh boy.
Jeez. Are they that? I guess
It's
they're
all a
that evil,
hoax.
right?
It's all a hoax. It's all a hoax.
Did
It's
they
all
really
a
put a
hoax.
dog like?
And they
into the
don't care
ocean?
what they're doing, do they, with all those chemtrails up there? They just don't care. They're just, everybody, we worry about the animals, right? And we're right to, but we're treated just the same. We're also
boy.
we're just the same.
No, they treat those animals better. Those kind of animals.
Yeah.
Pets.
It shows they rescued the dog. It landed safely. Anyway.
No, but they did kill, like the Russians killed a shepherd. They talk about it. They didn't provided any food or water, and
You don't know. None of it is true anymore, is it? Though none of the history is not true.
So we don't know, like for sure.
Yeah, I think it's
story of. Hopefully, it's just not true at all. That they killed any dogs.
A lot of people that we've gone to the moon.
People are more upset over killing animals than they are about killing humans. I can tell you that much.
Oh, yeah, they get freaked out. They freak out
against its own kind that people are more upset over anything to do with animals than it is to do with humans. It's true.
Dude, that march on Washington, man.
We're jaded against our own kind. Sad, but it's the truth. And how many times you see someone, and I wouldn't write this, like, I hate people. I only like animals. This is why I hate people. It's like, hate is so strong to me. I don't feel hate towards anybody other than the organization of NASA. I hate what they stand for, but people, I don't hate people. That's too strong. Like hate. You're not supposed to hate anybody. They're sadly very misled, these people that go along with this stuff. Maybe even brainwashed. MK Ultra or something. Maybe that's what they
hate comes from the globe world, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Maybe the MK Ultra, the astronauts. Possible. I don't know. Sit there and however they do that, it's a big process. I don't think it just happens like in a short period, but something. Love to know. I really want to just head over to Buzz's house. his condo. I know where he lives. I have his address. He's suing his family right now. Might be a good time to get on his good side. But he's got a girlfriend. He's got that blonde girl.
He's suing his family
Yeah.
for what?
For
Money? For
mismanaging
mismanaging his
and
money?
for them trying to say that he is like got like memory problems and behavior
Right.
problems, and he's like, because he is spending a lot of money for his life and what he does, and they're all thinking about their inheritance. So they were trying to get control, and he's upset over it, so he's suing them, launched a lawsuit against them. So yeah, it might be a good time to, but he's got that blonde girlfriend, so sadly I wish she wasn't in the picture. But she's there. He likes blondes.
Go get him. Go track him
Can't.
down.
He's all hooked up with this girl, this woman.
Is he
She's
still
not really.
driving
She's
the car?
my age. She looks about my age. A young woman. Well, next to him, but
Right.
yeah.
Is he still driving?
I don't know. I don't think he. I think she's probably some foreigner. Probably doesn't even speak English very well. I just get that she looks like, I don't know, like a Russian girl or something. I don't know. Russian bride. Who knows? She just, I don't know. Just by looking at her, she doesn't even say anything. I just get the feeling that she probably can't even speak English very well. He's with her. He probably would like someone more articulated. That you could have a conversation with. So my guess is, if I could just have that in, to get in there and befriend him, imagine how great that would be. Just be wired all the time and get him to say something. Spill his guts. Get him drunk.
That would be so great.
Expensive scotch. I think about this a lot. Like, how could I do it? I think alcohol would probably help. Not too much. Wouldn't want him to like pass out and die, but just enough to get him talking.
Some truth serum.
Harm the guy or anything.
You know what I don't understand though? Back to like we've been talking about NASA a lot today. I don't understand when we've just watched that video with a poor astronaut. We've had a fly. Bling Bling's done many other videos. There's other things as well. Other people have caught, like obviously the astronaut and transparent astronaut. There's just so many things. I just don't understand why somebody isn't looking into it.
Like, who's somebody though? Like who?
Like if the government was real, if governments are real and they really,
but mainstream isn't allowed
over things which are happening out there, and
mainstream isn't allowed.
There's something really wrong and nothing happens, and they still get their $50-odd million a day.
But who's going to look into it? Some independent news reporter? It's not going to go anywhere. Mainstream isn't allowed. Somebody, even if they know the truth.
Hang on, I've been past this. Something's wrong here. Something's very, very wrong.
What's the matter?
It's not talked about at all.
What's wrong? Oh, about this?
What astronauts, flies in space?
Mm-hmm. Sure.
I did one of a moth in space.
Well, it doesn't help when we've got all these ballers that are supporting it and saying that we're crazy and we're seeing faces in clouds and all the other crap that I'm told. Like, that doesn't help our cause when we can show total evidence, just perfect. This is just the water. I'm sorry. Getting water for the dog. I'm not in the toilet.
That clarification, Bling.
The Pomeranian here out of the water machine. I drink hot water. Or her. Anyway,
we don't need another transvestigation going on. Just bad joke.
I forgot what I was saying.
Oh man, I derailed her. Oh no.
I completely lost my track. Well, I was just saying, like, as far as, oh yeah, like journalism, they're controlled. They can't say what they want to say, and even if they know the truth, they gotta keep it to themselves, or they're not gonna have a job. So that
yeah.
takes out the mainstream right out of the picture. We can't have anybody say the truth.
No.
So what do we have? What we have. We have independent journalism, and we
Right.
can consider ourselves part of that group too. We're like independent journalists,
We are.
making
That's
our
it.
own.
That's exactly what we
This is
do.
it. What we're
All
doing,
of us.
what we can do, Karen. So what else is there? There isn't anything else, honey. We're
We're
not
doing
ever
it,
going
man.
to
We're
get
doing it.
controlled
Well, I thought
mainstream
about the
media.
things you could go to maybe the newspaper, but on the other hand, when Russian vids got mentioned, okay, we know what that was about, but his channel got striked, and I'm sure that if suddenly through YouTube there's this video, I'd probably get striked. But I really need to almost. I wonder how many of these reporters have ever sat there and watched any of NASA.
Yeah, but I don't think you're understanding, Karen. The newspapers are the mainstream media. They're controlled.
Oh no, I
They're not
know.
allowed. They have
I
to.
know all that. What I'm saying is,
All their
isn't it
news
a
stories are given to them. Like, this is your news story. All right, you can go and gather more information, but this is your news story. They're not like
oh yeah, but
researching and oh, I got a big scoop and no, it don't
Yeah.
work like that. That's only in the movies. Like how it really works. And like I said, we're the journalists. It's
I
us.
know.
We're the journalists. We're
I know
not.
it's all a lie.
I think Karen, are you trying to talk that whole time? Because I think your microphone cuts out and
It has
Blink's
been cutting out, darling, like a little bit here and there.
Blink's microphone is taking precedence. I think if you guys are talking at the same time, we can't hear what you're saying. I'm just letting you know, bud.
Sorry, Karen, but your mic. Something definitely wrong with your mic.
We have to send Karen a new mic, everyone.
I know.
Just-
She's a new mic.
Can you hear me now?
Seriously.
yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
What I'm saying is, I know all of that's fake and corrupt and all that. What I'm saying is, if we lived in a real world by now, because of the proofs that are just normal people
Sure.
finding, then something else would have happened and they'd be looking into it. We get striked over things that are the truth, and that's like, I just don't understand how they can be ignoring all that and then making
It's
all this fake
maddening,
news.
but you said it right. If it was a real world and not this virtual reality kind of world we live in a real world, yeah, they would look into it. They would go, oh my God, look at all this evidence. They never went to the moon. They lied to us. That would be in the papers and it'd be on the news. And obviously, it can't ever happen because all these evil people own all of that. And they're not ever going to let the population know the truth. They want people to think the lies. We're so behind the eight ball as truthers, as little independent journalists like we are. We're just like one man, all of us, you know. And until we can get way more people on board, that can actually start grouping together and marching on Capitol Hill with signs, and that can't be ignored, we're still going to be one man, sadly. We got idiots like people like Red's Rhetoric, like taking our footage and making a new video and going, oh, those stupid flat earthers.
Right.
This is proof of the ball. This is proof that we went to the moon. Like, they actually make videos to try to debunk what we're saying. And they just sound so stupid. If it was true that we lived on a ball, then how come they can't make a video to shut us all up and say, here, look, it's so freaking easy. Look, it's a ball.
Dude.
These stupid flat earthers are all morons. They're all like mentally challenged. When we could all agree that we were, if it was that easy. But no one to date, after all this time, has been able to make a video and say, look, here's the proof we live on a ball. Except when they lie, like on the Discovery Channel with what they did with Hawkins. Right?
I know. like, you know, like we've all got our like you found amazing things, Bling Bling, but just that bit of a paused astronaut. What excuse can they make when they say NASA say that is a lie? That's live. Boeing's
Just say he
first trip.
was praying.
Yeah,
He
it's
was praying,
terrible. He
praying
was
to the sun
praying.
god.
Yeah, yeah. It was time for him to assume a completely still motion of silence, right? Yeah, sure,
Where's
okay.
the secondary camera?
I got to go in like
Froze,
5 minutes. I got to take off.
you know.
Well, all
Cool.
right, man.
I'm
Never gonna
I got a flat
acknowledge.
Earth meetup this weekend
Oh
up
yeah,
at Griffith Observatory.
nice. Oh, really? At an
Oh.
observatory.
Well,
Cool.
it's down the street, but we're gonna crash it apparently. Roll out.
How? Oh man,
Yeah.
you guys always have so much fun
And then we're
in
gonna go
California.
crash Hollywood Boulevard that night.
I hate you
So
Yes.
guys in California.
we got 2 things coming up Saturday there. Starts early, so stay tuned. I don't know.
How
I think
many people will you get that will come out?
don't know. Right now I got 12 that have confirmed that they're going to the meetup,
Uh-huh.
and I think there's 4 of us confirmed to go down on Hollywood Boulevard right now. So
And what are you guys gonna do there on Hollywood Boulevard? You gonna have
we're flat
signs?
smacking,
Oh yeah?
flat smacking live with
Oh man,
Poncho Pete.
gotta watch that, Blaine.
Nice. Why is it with Poncho Pete and not with
Well, he's 24/7, and it's late for Karen. You know, it's really late. I don't want to keep her up all night.
I've been hopping in there a lot lately because it's just as good as Karen's chat as far as community and friend and family type atmosphere. It's like everybody's really cool, laid back. I didn't know about, I didn't know what to think about Pancho Pete's channel before, like when I first started being a flat earther, like, in 2015. But now I'm like, oh no, he's doing his 24/7 thing. And so, yeah, when they just started doing the Hollywood flat smacking, it was awesome. They had to do what my favorite I highlighted on my show recently was Flat Top. That singer. Remember?
Yeah, he'll sing anything for us.
It was awesome, man. It was awesome.
Yeah.
I didn't even know they were doing that on Hollywood
Flat
Boulevard.
Earth,
I'll
you
put
are
a
gonna
That is
you are
so
gonna
fun.
stream with the beach, aren't you?
yes, we're doing the beach on the 8th. You and me, Karen, and whoever else joins us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
we
beach?
already
Party on the beach.
Flat Earth meet up on the beach. It'll be fun.
Nice. With the
Is it
P900.
8th of September.
Yes, a week from Saturday.
We will
Man.
be there.
We will be there for sure.
Next time I'm in California, man, I'm gonna join in on this stuff.
Yeah, I know you gotta. Oh yeah. Well, hopefully we're keeping the Hollywood thing going. We're trying to get some more people involved, and
Well,
I can.
my husband is put in for like a TDY, means like a temporary duty assignment in San Diego. So
Wow, that's close.
Yeah, I'm gonna. He'll be there for like half a year, so
All right.
I'll be going.
You can
back
see
and
all
forth.
the flat smacking clips here. I posted a link, the Flat Earth Hollywood channel, and we took a bunch of excerpts from our hours and hours out there. It's pretty funny. There's a couple. We got punked. We had a flat earther come play a Glober, and he pulled a fast one on us.
Nice.
It's so funny.
And you made him into a flat earther.
We did.
and then
We made him a flat earther, and then he said, just kidding."
That's fun.
Oh, it was hilarious.
Man, see, flat earthers have a lot of sense of humor too.
You gotta have sense of humor in this stuff, or we're gonna be in
The people
trouble,
that are
man.
staunch globe believers are absolutely. I feel so sorry for them because they're so locked in a very miserable mind.
Exactly.
Yeah, they're just so close-minded.
So it's so sad.
Oh,
And,
I mean, they're not happy people.
I'll tell you, I'm out there flat smacking it. I don't know. I mean, the second time I went out there, I didn't even get out of the parking lot, and I ran into a flat earther. He's like, I was like, what?
Wow.
Yeah, I've ran into a lot of flat earthers. You'd be surprised. Anyway, you can go on Flat Earth Hollywood and look at those. They're kind of funny.
Yeah, I'll have to check that out. I had no
All
idea
right,
that you guys were
I
doing
appreciate it.
that.
Yeah, now you're tuned in, so you can check it
Yeah.
out.
We're vibing.
And then Horry got a bunch of good stuff to do his flat smacking online there with. Awesome.
I know. I love watching it because he doesn't know what he's gonna get with these people.
It's such a mixed freaking bag on chat roulette.
Right.
That's for sure. You know, I was on last night though on YouNow, and I had a really, really, really cool conversation with this woman that, guess what? She's also a really big conspiracy person, and she wants to get her truth out. And she was like trying to figure out OBS, and I'm like, wow, the universe put me in your path because I'm trying to find people like you. You want to get your truth out. I'm trying to share my OBS skills. She's like, well. It was so funny. I think she said like 2 times when she was looking at all the different scenes I was doing, and she was like, "Oh my god, I think I'm in love," and it was so hilarious because it was like, yeah, well, just reach out because anybody watching this, if you like what I do, I'm not sitting here trying to toot my own horn and be special. I'm trying to help you get here. If I can help you, I'll tell you what you got to buy. I'll tell you what you got to download, and that's it. That's it. It doesn't have to be hard. I taught myself how to do all of what I know from, guess what? YouTube.com's free tutorial videos on whatever software I was trying to use. I learned how to do
plumbing on there. Like,
I learned how to fire spin. I learned how to spin fireballs around my head. And like, I eventually started charging $300 a gig when I'd go to a party or a wedding. And I had the time of my life. Free food, free buffets, people taking pictures with me and stuff. I just talk about, I'm an introvert. I'm an introvert homebody computer nerd. The only reason I want to get out into a crowd is if I'm going to spend $5.
Is there an acronym for that? Is there an acronym for that?
Agoraphobic. That's a term.
You don't look like that.
That's a term.
In your old toy videos, you look like a street guy, like a total street performer. Like, well, his whole life doing this.
No. The funny thing is, like, if I just go to the park when it first started, I was in my backyard when I first started, but when I decided to try to go to a park just to get out of the backyard, what I discovered was that it didn't matter where I was. I could be in the most secluded part of that park. Anybody that could see my lights would come over and walk and ask me questions and talk. And a lot of them, after a long time, people were like, after, I don't know, 40 people, 30 people, they were like, you should be doing this on Frenchman Street in New Orleans. And I was like, why? And like, well, you'd make money. And I'm like, no, I'm not there yet. But then I started to think about it because, I mean, I'd be like performing in the rain. All right. And I just wouldn't care that it was raining on me. And I wouldn't have my glow lights, but I'd have my other stuff. I just didn't care. I was just out there for exercise.
You're an HCN.
And but people would be jogging.
Homebody computer nerd.
Dude, look.
Sorry.
Look, people would be jogging past me while they're just trying to get out the rain because now it's raining on their jog. But they would see me and they'd stop and they'd look and they're talking to their friends and they'd look and now they're all gathering under the biggest tree that they can find and just watching me. And I'm like, they won't come up and talk. But the funny thing is the ones that do come up and talk, they're like, dude, you need to be out there making money. So then I was like, okay, well, I started making money doing it on stuff on Craigslist, doing gigs. But then I would be out at parks and people would come up and they would be eating pizza across the way. And they would be watching, they would have their own little date, this guy and this woman were dating, watching me for like an hour from a block away. And then they come over and they tip me $20. And I'm like, why are you handing me money? And they're like, because you've been our entertainment this whole date. And I'm like,
that's all.
But the special part about it wasn't the $20. For me, it was I was working on my footwork at that particular time. I was working on my leg work and how I turned and stuff while I was spinning and performing and dancing. And I didn't know how it looked to people. So these people, guess what? I don't know her name, but she was like, I loved your footwork while you were dancing. And I was like, the universe was just sending her over there to be like, yo, this spinning, dancing stuff, Horry, it's in your path. So I don't know. For me, it's never been about entertaining people, but I can see it as a tool to draw people in. And guess what? This is a vision. I want to do this. I want to have business cards. I want to have mystery links on the business cards. So when I'm out there spinning and people come up and ask me what I'm doing, I'll say, here's my website for my spinning, and I want you to visit these mystery links. So I don't have to talk about flat Earth, but they're going to go there and they're going to get, you know, ODD's nature documentary. They're going to get the Horry Sheet Show on the next mystery link. They're going to get, you know, they're going to be like, what the hell? I thought that guy, either they're going to say, I thought that guy was cool, or they're going to get stuck watching, I don't know, 40 minutes of flat Earth or an hour of flat Earth. And then
That is so cool. Yeah.
imagine
Awesome.
that, right?
That's
Imagine
awesome.
that.
That's
So I don't
awesome,
know.
awesome.
Just an idea, guys.
So many
Horry,
good ideas today.
The girl that was in Love, was she cute?
She's cute. I
She
saw
was
her. I
she
saw her
was
picture.
drop dead pretty.
She's really pretty. She had such a
Really?
great aura to her.
She
man.
did.
So, you know what I mean?
She went and she was
Good
talking
spirit,
about
good spirit.
the Vatican. She was talking about the Vatican, and she was talking about just how they lie to us in the news and all the stuff that she went into. I was sitting there like, oh my goodness. I don't know, it was so much fun to see somebody that's open-minded, intelligent, bright, like focused. She was ambitious. She was working with people in Hollywood, all this stuff. She's trying to really get a professional streaming career going. And she found me in the Tesla. She was like, oh my God, what is this? And I guess I impressed her a whole lot because of all the cool stuff that I do with the backgrounds. But at the same time, I was so impressed by what she knew, because she had obviously done her homework. And that is so awesome to see somebody else that knows. Oh my God, I don't know. We talked for like an hour and a half, and we just next
click. No, my goodness,
it's just awesome. It's so rare. But yeah, she was pretty. Bling.
Just seems a little like,
You can show her later.
I don't know.
You never know.
It was fun.
A little strange.
You never know. That's right, Bling.
I don't want to turn as red as the Tesla. I'm trying not to. I'm gonna go float away and get another drink. Hey, Larry and Mo is floating by. They're my buddies.
Larry and Mo. Where's Curly?
All
right, I gotta go. But hey, great hangout. Thank you.
See you later, Flat Earth dude. Keep it up.
Yeah, you too, man. We'll see you around, you alls.
See you
Thanks,
later.
Bling, Patricia, Karen, Astro.
Oh, thank you.
Poor Astro. He needs better internet.
Thanks for what you do, man. I wanna see
something going on. But anyway, thank you so much for that, dude, and
we'll see you guys soon. Okay.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah.
Cool. Karen, I just want to say I want to share this with everybody too. This is really cool stuff. There's a website called pilotposter.com, and you can sign up for it, link your Facebook account to it, and when you want to share stuff, once you figure out how to link your stuff to it, you can share anything you want to as many Facebook groups as you want. You just check them and hit, the post interval in seconds. So every 130 seconds, I'm posting this stream to, I think it's 18 different groups, but I have, I don't know, another 30 different groups that I can post to, but I can't post to all of them in one day or I'll get blocked. I'll get put in Facebook jail. But it's a cool program, free service, pilotposter.com, and you can share anything you want, any truth you want, anywhere you want on Facebook, or any group you want on Facebook. And it's automatic. You just have the tab open, you go to sleep. And as long as you're staying within the radar of like not posting too fast on Facebook, they won't block you. Believe me, I've gotten blocked before, and I know I can only post to, 15 groups a day, or I'm blocked, or I have to change the timer to something really high, or I'm blocked. So, but just a thing. I shared this stream to 18 different groups while I was just chatting. It's pretty cool. It's all done. It's completed.
Really good.
I'm a nerd, but this is what we need to utilize. This is what internet
you're
marketers...
not. What do you do, Horry? There's only one Horry.
Wait, Karen, don't take that away from me. I'm proud of my nerdism. No, it's cool. This is what we have to do to win the battle. Okay, this is the technology we have to utilize to really get our truth out under the scrutiny of the algorithms that are in place, the censoring and the blocking and all that they're trying to do. I have 2 different Facebook accounts, and if I share my Horry Sheet Show stuff to 10 groups, it automatically gets marked as spam. Facebook says this was marked as spam. We've removed it. And then if I hit the button that says this is not spam, it goes, instantly it goes, we've taken a look at it. We've reviewed it. It doesn't go against our guidelines. It's totally put back on track. There you go. We've reinstated the post. But I have to do that for everything that I do on the Horry Sheet Show. That should tell you something. We have to get past their system. If you're not sharing, liking, doing your part if you're not creating content, the least you could do is like the video. But more so, what you can do is share the video on a Facebook group or use Pilot Poster to share it to all 20 Facebook groups. You see what I'm saying? Like, what I do is not so much for getting new subs. Believe me, I'm not trying to win a popularity contest. If I wanted to, guess what? Horry wouldn't be talking about flat Earth. Horry would be talking about anything else. Okay. And I would have like a lot more subscribers, I'm sure. I think a lot of people don't like me because maybe I look like a shill. I get accused of like being sponsored, like they're paying me to do what I do. That's hilarious. It's a compliment, but it's hilarious. But I think people don't like me because I talk about energy healing and out-of-body travel. So there goes most of the Christian community, except for people like Bling Bling that maybe they don't agree with me, but they're not going to outcast me. I get the fact that you're pretty much a Christian, right, Bling? But what do you think about my energy healing stuff?
I'm a Christian. I have a personal walk with Jesus Christ. It's my personal walk. It's not your walk. And who am I to judge any man? Not going to happen.
That's proper belief system.
So I think it's what you're doing. Man, if I was with you in person, I'd have you try to do it on me. I don't think that's anything against the Lord.
It's actually something I don't have to be right next to you to do, and that's the fun part about it. I would prefer to do it in front of you, but what I've experienced is that when I get permission from the person, their energy is presented in front of me. It's like a video game. It really is. It's creepy. Like I'll be sitting there, somebody like this happened several times, so I can talk about the people that have asked me, oh, well, I got a headache, and you're talking about energy stuff in the chat, and I was on you now, and they're like, can you help me? And I'm like, well, yeah, sure. So sometimes I get them to guest me. That's usually what I do is I get them to guest me. And then as soon as I ask them, all right, can I manipulate your energy to try to fix the problem? And they're like, yes. As soon as they say yes, immediately I feel something in front of my face, in front of my body. It's something. And what I've learned over time is, well, if this part of that something, if let's say the something is a shape of a body, but it's not a visualizable thing. It's not a body that I see. I don't see anything, but I feel something in front of me. And when I move my hands over it, I can feel something wrong in one part of this energy field and something not wrong with everything else. And so a lot of times, if I'm imagining a figure of a human body standing there like that, or I'm looking at their Skype picture or their video, and I'm like, okay, and then I just transpose that into what I'm feeling in front of me as if the video in front of me is literally their energy body. I mean, this is all like, it's not something that I'm doing with a whole lot of thought. It's so intuitive. It's so natural. And I think everyone can do it. So don't think I'm like being too creepy. I think if you experiment with it, you're going to be surprised because that's what happened to me. But anyway, I get permission. And I feel their energy. And if there's a headache, I feel it up here. There's a disturbance up here. If there's a backache, it's somewhere in the middle. If it's some ankle problem, which, yeah, somebody had a neck ache, a shoulder pain, and an ankle problem, and I was able to pull all those out. And the dude was like, wow. Like he went on a camping trip or a hiking trip, and he had all these pains from being outdoors. And believe me, I know what that feels like. I've just done that. But I don't know. I pulled it all out right there in a 15-minute live stream. He couldn't believe I pulled his headache out. So he was like, okay, well, what about my neck ache and my shoulder pain? And I'm like, okay, let's try that. Pulled it out. It was like, okay, what
I
about my
would
ankles?
try that, and then it wouldn't work, and then
Oh yeah.
it's just I have a serious spine disease here. Like, we're talking, you would have to be healing bones and stuff that's growing in there and stuff that don't belong there. I got some serious arthritis growing in my spine everywhere, like a weed throughout my spinal cord, and I just can't, I don't want to be skeptic.
Oh, no. I get it. And I'm not saying that I can heal everybody, because believe me, if I was doing that, I would just be like walking the streets being like, what you got? It doesn't work on everybody. Okay. But it has worked on enough people. The ratio is like at least 60% of people. And that's good enough for me to talk about it. Look, my aunt, she fell in the New Orleans French Quarter. She fell down because the roads are bad. Whatever happened, she hit her knee. For 2 years, she was getting money from the state because they didn't want her to sue them for the bad roads. She would have got a whole lot of money, but she wasn't trying to get money. She was just trying to get help for her knee problem that occurred. But anyway, she was getting massage therapists to massage her knee for 2 years. She even had her son was dating a massage therapist, was going to school. She was massaging her knee at her house while she was just having casual conversation but the thing is, she was not able to fix the problem with all that. And then here I come. I mean, I started living with her for like a year. She came out one night and she's limping and crying, tears rolling down her face. She sits in her chair. She goes, my knee is killing me this night. And I was like, I see you struggle with this, but this night's really bad, huh? And she's like, yeah, I can't even walk. And I'm like, can I try something on you? And she's like, yeah, whatever. I don't care. And she's like, I was like, well, about my energy stuff, right? That's what I called it, energy stuff. She's like, yeah, go ahead. So I tried it. Once I got permission, the only time I touched her leg was at the very end. And I just put my hands on her very lightly. I didn't like grab on and massage tissue, nothing at all. Just like at the end, I touched her and then I stopped. It was a 10-minute, maybe 8-minute session. I pulled all the disturbance that I felt in that area out because I could easily feel it was a buzzing, tingling, prickling, painful disturbance. When I pulled it out, I didn't feel it anymore. So then I asked her, how does it feel? She goes, I cannot believe it's completely gone. And she was like, I don't believe this. She was looking at me and she was laughing and she was kind of like, how you kind of look up into the air. You're thinking, you're all in your head, you're all in your body. And she's like, it's gone. It's gone. And she's like, no, I don't believe this. Because she came out crying, limping in tears. And she went like, I'm going to walk the dog. I'm going to go get it. And she had like a 150-pound dog. This dog was bigger than her. Okay. She goes to walk the dog, which generally walks her. But she was walking it around the block. She came back like 20 minutes later. She's like, I just walked the dog. It didn't hurt at all. Oh my God.
How is she now?
She's still fine. That's the thing. It didn't come back. It went away. I never touched her, but she had for 2 years physical therapy massage on her knee. Now, I mean, look, this is my best testimonial right there. But what? I'm not Jesus. I think everybody could do this, but I talk about it because it's something that happened in my life. It's something I don't know. I did it. Something helped me do it. Whatever the hell.
I mean, my talus bone it's like the one that supports all your body weight in your ankle, and it's shaped like a little peanut. And I broke mine in half, and it flipped around and was poking out the inside of my ankle. The bumps on your foot, like your ankle, that part that sticks out. Mine was poking through that. That was my car accident. So they had to go in and flip it back around. I only had one blood supply left. And then they had to put a external fixation device. So they took these rods and they screwed one in right through the bottom of like your heel, they screwed it through my heel like a piercing. And then they screwed into my tibias, because I had broken my tibia in 2 places as well. That's the big bone in your lower leg. And then they had to screw it into the top of my foot. And then they took all those rods and then they just stuck other rods to secure them. And that was for 3 months to hold all the bones together.
Oh, I'm squirming.
Yeah, I saw that. And I got pictures. I'll send you the pictures if you want to see how it
No,
looks.
please don't.
And then I got a cellulitis infection in there. Had to go in the hospital for a week, and because it was really serious. They had to have like the poison control or whoever they are, like the disease control had to come out, and it was like a big deal. And I was lucky to go in my bones, but it's because of my strong faith in the Lord. And I never asked him to heal it and then would not ever have any pain there. I just had told my podiatrist that was doing all the surgeries. I said, the Lord's going to heal this, because he said, I don't think it's going to heal. He said, because you smoke, and he said you've lost 2 blood supplies, you only have 1 left, and everything's against you. And I said, you know what? I said, just watch what the Lord will do. And yeah, I said, not only is he going to heal it, he's going to heal it faster than everyone else that you're treating with the same problem. And sure enough, that all came true. But I still have I have a cankle now. I have very large bones on both sides. It's enlarged and thick and looks terrible. And it's very stiff. So I have a limp when I get up until it kind of loosens up, and then it sort of straightens out. So I can't imagine like fixing that. It's like, yeah, go ahead, fix that, Horry. Like, seriously, it's huge.
Well,
It's this huge ankle now. I used to have pretty little ankle bones. I only have it on the left leg now. Ruined.
Well, okay. Here's what I have to share. There's been so many experiences where people have been doubled over in pain, laying there with migraine headaches that I've just been able to pull out like frickin' Shang Tsung on Mortal Kombat, just like magic. And I'm left with they didn't have to take a Tylenol. They were struggling with it for hours, and I came over in 5 minutes and fixed it. Like, what do you do with that? So, like, here's a pain I have. I think it's some kind of carpal tunnel, something. When I do certain things with my body, if I'm doing heavy stuff, heavy lifting, I think I have carpal tunnel or whatever in my wrist. So I get this radical pain. But I can take my other finger, my other hand, and I can put it over there and yank it out, and it goes away.
Well, we should maybe just start with my thumb arthritis then, because I just saw the hand surgeon yesterday, and he gave me an injection in my thumb. That was a lot of fun because I thought it was just going to be like one long needle, go in, and then deal with that. But no, he put in the needle, and then he backed it out, and he kept turning it and going in again. He did it about 4 times. I thought I was going to pass out in his chair there.
That's what you said.
So horrible. And then he put like this huge Band-Aid that had more cortisone on it. And then he gave me this cast. It's huge. I'm supposed to wear this thing like for the next 6 weeks. But it's like, I already took it off because it's like, I wanted to do my nail. I can't do my nails with that thing. So I've already aggravated my thumb again. So maybe we should just start with that. He says it doesn't need surgery yet. Like, I had surgery already in the other hand and he fixed it. But it's like, he says, you're not there yet. And I'm like, well, the pain is there like the other one. So I don't know. Like, I don't really want to wait. If the surgery will fix it, then let's just do it. Because I can't live like this. It's my dominant hand too. So I'm going to keep aggravating. It's arthritis in the basal joint of your thumb, the big patty part of your thumb. There's arthritis in one of the joints in there, the middle one. So there's no cartilage, so it just rubs on the bones and there's rubbing away. So when you move it, so yeah, we can maybe start with that. You can fix that. That's a small challenge for you.
It's a small challenge. Well, I don't know why it works for what it has worked on, and if it doesn't work, I mean, don't rule it out for working on, say, your next headache or your next bout of nausea or your next other random pain, because it doesn't work on everything. I've tried it on people. Sometimes I've tried it on tooth pains, and the tooth pain comes back an hour later, 2 hours later. But again, one of my aunts was, in pain, crying, tears rolling down her face for tooth pain, and I pulled it out, and she had 2 hours of relief.
You pulled the tooth out?
not the tooth out, but I pulled the tooth pain out.
I know.
But I did it in a unique way, though. Actually, instead of putting my hands over her mouth, I was getting a little bit creative, and I was like, I wonder how far I can take this energy stuff, because if it works from long distances, I don't need to be next to you. So if I am next to you, I don't know, what can I do? I said, hold out your hand instead. Now she has a pain up here in her teeth, but I said, hold out your hand, and I put like I imagined the I don't know how the hell I could really paint this picture for you guys, but I pulled out her tooth pain, I sent it down her body and out of her hand and pulled it out, and I felt all of this, and it was like, okay, I think it worked. How do you feel? And she just kind of had the same reaction as my other aunt and everybody else. They're like a little bit deer in the headlights for a second, because I don't know if they feel any of it until the very end, or if it's just like a slow, gradual thing. But when I finally popped the question, they're speechless for a few seconds on average, and then they're like, "It's gone," or "It helped, X amount percentage." And I don't know, it's just really interesting. I pulled out pains that I don't even have to put my hands next to the pain. I can like do interesting other stuff to yank it out. I've pulled out pain from people that are like states away over streams. So it's a phenomena that I don't understand. I just talk about it because it works so many times. Why not?
Well, I don't think you'd be talking about it if it didn't work. Like,
I mean, a lot of people are either lying to me and they have totally felt better after I got done. What like what about? Geez, man. So what am I left with? Yeah, I have a lot of stories that my aunt to this day doesn't have a problem with her knee. That's my favorite one. So,
wow.
And then the other stuff, like if I'm not crazy enough, if people think, oh wow, Horry must be insane. Well, okay, let me tell you this. So it talks about out of body travel, and I've gone through walls, and I've seen people that were on the other side of walls. I told them what they were doing, enough to where I almost had the cops called on me one time. I tell that story a lot. So people are like, well, if you don't do this stuff for yourself, you will just think I'm crazy. But I talk about how to do it. And if you have like a friend that's interested in it too, it's perfect, because you can get with them and try some experiments that I talk about, and you'll be surprised. You'll see why. I was in high school. I didn't care about my reputation. I've always been the outcast, the black sheep, but I've always been that popular guy that everybody knew of, but I wasn't in crowd because I didn't want to be. I was like the popular guy that hung around with the most nerdiest people in the school by choice. But I mean, I was the guy that people thought could fly. I would like walk through my high school, and the teachers would pull me into class and be like, hey, come here. I heard you could fly. Can you show my class? And I'm trying to skip class, like skip some other class. And I'm like, oh God, am I in trouble? But they get me in there, and I do magic tricks for the class, and I'm like, okay, bye. So like people knew me, but these shit. What was I talking about? Now I'm going off track. What was I talking about right before that?
Just that you can heal people. And,
oh yeah, so I talk about this stuff. I've done this in high school. When I was in high school, I was doing this to all the people on my school bus. I didn't care about being popular, so I didn't care about being, people knew of me, but they also knew that I was weird. I had people ask me, "Can you really fly?" And I'd say, "Yeah." And guess what? I do this magic trick. It's called the David Blaine magic trick, or it's properly called the Baldussi levitation. And I literally had people, when they see me do it, they really thought it was real, and they ran away in fear. Yes. They ran away from me in fear. And that's, I mean, gosh, word of mouth. Word of mouth. I had people at private parties that heard about me from somewhere, and I'm like, I don't even know you. You don't even go to my school, but you know that I'm the guy that can fly. Like, so they were like, well, show us. And I'm like, oh my God, I thought it would be a disappointment, but I'd do it. And those people would freak out, and, they couldn't stop like freaking out for like 30 minutes. And finally I had to let them in on it. But you can fool people.
Fly? How do you do that? Don't tell us the secret, but what did it look like? What were you?
Oh my gosh. Let me see if I can do it. That'd be funny if I can do it. Let me see if I can do it. It's called the Baldussi levitation, and it's just that you come off the ground about a couple of inches, and what it looks real. I mean, I even had a guy get on the ground level, put his ear to the ground, and I thought he was going to get the trick, but he really for some reason believed it still, and I was like, oh my gosh. So yeah. So let's see. I'm gonna try to do this here, but I'm gonna hide the camera real quick. I'm gonna practice while you guys are talking.
Okay.
Let me see what happens here, if I can fake it or not. Oh no.
Karen, are you still awake? Are you still here?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Fake
Fake it.
fly. Oh man. Oh, this is gonna be so tricky. Well, if I die, you guys will catch it on live stream.
Jeez.
Oh.
We don't even know your address to call.
All right, so check it out.
Somebody.
I think I'll be able to do it. So let me do it here in the blackness of space for everybody. I'm just gonna. All right, ready?
Seen it here first, guys.
Seen it here first. Here it goes. Horry's magic levitation trick. May stand on my stool so everyone can see my feet. So you can see that I'm really flying, right? So you can see the back of my feet.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now check it out. I'm beginning to float. Let me get everything. All the energy has to compact right here. Okay. So, let me do my exercise. I'm not gonna fall off. Here we go. All right, here we go. Oh my goodness! Oh, I can only do it for a few seconds. I don't know if you could see that, but
I can see that exactly.
You saw that, okay? So people,
I don't know what other people saw.
I gotta look it up. I gotta look at it on YouTube. Let me see what you guys. Let me see what you guys saw. I have to look at them.
Like it's got glitches all over.
Oh, let's see. Hold on. Let's see here. All right. I'm looking at it on the YouTube channel right now. And doing my goofy thing. Okay. Yeah, it wasn't believable at all because of the angle.
You kind of gave away the trick.
Of course I did, but I'm not used to doing it at this angle. It's such an awkward angle. But let me see if I can do it. Let me see if I can do it in real time. Because I am trying not to kill myself. So let's see. I would only go up about maybe that high. Okay. You see, but it's hard to balance. I've had too many beers to balance on my tippy toe. Look. Right? Or maybe I could turn it completely sideways. Watch this. Watch. So
that way.
No. There we go. Oh. It's a trick, but if I was doing it at the right perspective, it's a perspective trick. So the camera is like eye level with my feet. That's not going to work so good. But people believe that. People in school thought I could fly because I could get in. I could get in the corner of a classroom and I would do it, and like 25 out of the 30 people would get it, and then the couple of people that were on that right angle that could see my toes, they'd be like,
"Are you guys ever stupid or what?"
Are you guys? Yeah, they were like, "What are you talking about?" I could, and then I'd be like, "Shh, don't give it up. Don't get up."
Don't tell.
Yeah.
Well, I could see how people could believe that given the right angle because it did look kind of cool.
Yeah, it's called the Baldussi levitation, and it's a street art. If you take off your shoes and you've practiced it a lot and you get the perfect angle,
sure,
it will make it will make people go, "Oh my God!" But you don't do it again. You don't do it again. You just do it once, all right? There's also, let me see this other thing. Hold on, I'm gonna just do a magic trick for you guys. You ready for this? It was just Horry's magic show on the Sun and Moon. You ready for this, Karen? Oh gosh. Let me get my I don't have a card. I'm looking for my wallet and stuff. right now. Hold on, I don't know where my stuff is. Did I lose my wallet? I really did.
Oh, jeez.
Awesome. I have no idea. Jeez, where's my wallet? Hold on. Let me take a quick peruse around my studio. It's got to be right here somewhere. I got so much stuff.
In the loo?
All right, hold on.
I love Horry. It's always entertaining.
All right, I got something else. All right. This will work. I mean, little magic tricks like this can really fool people. You can use this to sort of I don't know, gain some sort of influence over people's thoughts, because once you start, it's like a hypnosis. Once you start really freaking people out, they don't know what to think of things, and I wonder if you can incorporate flat smacking into a magic routine any sort of way, just by like gaining their like interest, and then being like, oh yeah, by the way, do you know about bubbles in space? That's a magic trick all on its own. So I got a card. I got some random like card right here, and I'm gonna make it disappear right behind my head. So if you thought that was interesting, what about if I didn't have to go behind my head? If I just wiggled it like that.
John.
So some people will get it, and some people will be like, whoa.
Whoa.
That's all
You
I'm
can
gonna
tell
say.
us, Horry.
Wait, what's that, Karen?
Tell us, can't you? Just don't tell the other.
I'm gonna
kind of know what he's doing. They don't tell the trick, Horry.
All right. Well, I'm gonna see what the chat says. Look, some people are like, they're not saying anything, but
Hopefully people figured that out real quick.
hopefully, but you'd be surprised by how many people won't. That's the funny part about it. And I bet you those street people that are doing these same very tricks, they don't show you the people that got it. They don't show you the bad reactions. They just get the highlights, right? Come on. What are you gonna do? It's yeah. But here's another one. Pick a number. Everybody in the whole live stream right now, I want you to pick a number in your head. Don't tell us what it is. Just pick it and make it kind of small. I don't care. Get a calculator. Make it as big as you want. It doesn't really matter. But if you don't have a calculator, I suggest you make it small. Pick a number. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, you got your number now. I want you to multiply that number by, 2. Just double it, okay? Now, I'll give a couple of people some time to do the math. Once you multiply it by 2, add 50 to that number.
Okay.
Throw a number out, 50. Add 50 to it. Now, once you've done that, just now take that whatever number you have right now and divide it in half. Just divide it by 2. All right. So we give people a couple of seconds to half their number, and then now once you do that, I want you to take the first number that you thought of, the first number that you picked, and subtract it from what you have right now, from the number you have right now. And what you're going to get, and this is the magic trick now. At this point, I know exactly what everybody has right now, and I can tell you to add or subtract or do whatever for the next hour if I want, and everyone's going to have this number, and that number is 25.
Yeah.
If you don't have 25, you failed in your
you did
equation.
math wrong.
So yeah, and that's a magic trick where I could even break it up to where I could tell half the class to. It's all about whatever you tell them to add. Notice that 25 is half of 50. I told you guys to add 50 at some point, and I just remembered half of that number, because half of that number, after you tell them to add 50 and divide it by 2 and subtract the original, it's going to be 25. That's whatever.
Sure.
It's going to be half of whatever you tell them to add. So
I knew that. I know that trick.
yeah, it's a mind trick, but it's Yeah, people. I don't
I
know.
like
It's,
this stuff. I used to follow it.
I love it.
I used to love Chris Angel. Like, he was
Uh-huh.
freaking amazing.
Yeah, I think I look. People tell me I look like Chris Angel when I got my long hair.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they said it's Chris Angel like, but I'm like, I don't know. Maybe I'll show you a picture. Let's see if I can get one.
You have your own look.
I
Chris
want my
Angel.
long hair back, man. I want
Oh,
it. I do.
then
I'll
grow
get
it
it back.
back. Why not?
Well, I got a professional video business, and I just won't make the living that I need to make. Once I make a living on stuff that's, I don't know, maybe not video or maybe not commercials, maybe I'll grow my hair like I want. But it's like, yeah, it's a self-sacrifice. I really hate it.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah, but you
really
can
do.
wear it in a ponytail, slick it back, because your hair's kind of has that
Uh,
slick look, anyways, because it's so dark. You couldn't tell if it was in
uh,
a ponytail or if it was. Oh, there's one of my dogs coming in now. Of course, he's not there. Of course.
let me see. Oh, here we go. Okay. This is me with long hair. This is not a real picture, by the way, though.
That actually looks like Chris Angel. That's a Chris, and it's not even the hair. It's the way your face is shaped there. It's weird, but yeah, you look like Chris Angel there.
It's either that or cross between that or Johnny Depp. If I had more dark facial hair, like shaved right, like maybe I could get dreads or something or braids in my hair. It's a cross between that or Johnny Depp, I guess.
But it's pretty
But
amazing. Like all Chris Angel is an illusionist.
yeah,
But the stuff that he's done is so out there. Like I wouldn't want to know like a lot of his tricks. What is that in this? I'm seeing something weird in the sky right now, guys.
uh-oh.
I guess it's a plane. Did not look like it was moving. I guess it was coming straight at me. That was just creepy. Oh, there's Lenny. Are you coming? What a brat, my dog. There's mosquitoes out here. You need to come in. Come on. He's sitting there looking at me in the dark. Like he thinks I don't see him. And I see you right now. I can see you clearly.
So, what do you guys think about this infrared stuff? I think that's the next level of flat Earth research.
It is what?
The infrared
Oh yeah, that's
filters.
like such a great idea. Like that, to realize that is going to prove so much.
Yeah.
Loving it.
Isn't the military utilizing technology similar to this when they're painting, ships with radar beams, 60 nautical miles away or 50 nautical miles away? Like one of the people
Very
that talked
true.
to, they talked to March Sargent and said that they were a Navy missile instructor or whatever. And yeah, that's the thing that happened. I mean, this is the technology that look what you had to look what we had to do to modify the P900. If you saw that video, you had to take it apart and actually remove stuff to get this functionality. Like you didn't necessarily had to add anything to the camera. You had to remove some stuff from this electronic device.
It's interesting, like why it wasn't made that way in the first place, right?
It's like I would think if you could see what you're seeing with this infrared, like, well, I thought you could at least have to add something to your freaking camera. But no, it's just technology. It's just what it can do. It can already see in infrared, I guess, and you have to fix it to where it's filtering out colors properly or filtering out, I don't know how it works. It's just that kind of blew my mind. I'm like, wow. So yeah, you take apart your P900, you do some modifications, and we could see through all of the fog and all of the haze for the most part. Like
I would be so scared
wow.
to take my camera apart like that, though. Like,
Oh yeah. I
send it
bet
away
you
and have someone do it.
you
Yeah,
can.
better.
You can do that. Yeah, you can do that. A couple $100, maybe.
Oh yeah.
Maybe.
It's a thought. I really want to get the P1000 though. I'm gonna maybe just sell my P900. If it's that much better, you know what I'm saying? Like, if it's that much better than what we already have.
Well, the manual focus ring, I think, is going to make it that much better, and then the extra zoom,
I
of
think they
course.
made it with the bigger sensor too, because this thing's got a
Mhm.
crappy little sensor, and that's really the whole part of the problem. And you can't shoot
Mhm.
raw, you know.
Mm.
So the new one, I believe, shoots raw, so that's cool to me. I like to do my own post production stuff in film, so
Mhm.
we'll see. Maybe I'll
Yeah.
get it. I don't know. We'll see. I don't.
Also, okay.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was saying also you can modify these things. You can download, I think, what is it called, Green Lantern or Magic Lantern or something, some software that connects to your camera, and I'm not sure if it alters the firmware or alters whatever software in the camera, but it does something to allow things like if your camera didn't allow you to export raw images, now it does if you tweak it. So you never know
Oh,
what.
really?
Oh yeah, yeah.
I didn't
Like
know that
it
either.
can unlock stuff that is hardware locked, or necessarily I'm not hardware locked, but software locked. So if the hardware is capable of doing X, Y, and Z, but the
Mm-hmm.
company puts out a camera that is, let's say the Sony, I don't know, Sony 5, and then they push out Sony's 6. I'm just making up camera names, but the Sony
Right.
6 is the same thing as the Sony 5, but it's got a couple more things that are unlocked with the hardware. And it allows you to
Ah.
do more stuff with it, but just the same
Mm-hmm.
camera, and that's what they're doing a lot of times with just about everything. But we can get this firmware alter software, this Green Lantern or whatever, and open up, capabilities with your stuff.
Wow,
Hmm.
that's pretty cool. I'll have to check into that.
Yeah, I'll get you the name if you ever want to look into it.
Yeah.
I just say it's 2:45 in the morning now. I have to go to sleep quite soon.
I would say, Karen, we're just waiting on you, honey. You
Hmm.
know us. We could
Oh no,
be doing this
chatting
all
really
night
well,
long.
don't you? But it's 2:45 in the morning.
Yeah. Late.
Are you doing videos?
I got so much footage that I've been going through, and been making a video very slowly, but it's coming. It's gonna be really good. So people will just have to wait. A lot of people have asking me like, when's your next video coming out? Very soon. Just hang on. Be patient. It's coming slowly.
Well, keep up the good work.
You're flat smacking, aren't you, Horry?
I will be
Mm-hmm.
flat smacking right after this. I'm gonna go to. I had such a good time on You Now, and I think I'm gonna go there because what I do when I connect with people there, I honestly I go to the hashtag girls room because that's where the most of the people are. That's it. There's no other way around it. I look for where the most people are. Sometimes when I exhaust the top five, the top five people in the girls hashtag have roughly anywhere from 100 to 200 people, or sometimes just as low as 30. And after the fifth person, then there's like 10, 15. So I might as well go to the top of hashtag guys and get the first top five, because then they have about 60 to 70 people, and then nobody. So I just go, like, if you look, you wonder why Horry just talks to the girls. There's a reason for it, because they have more people in their chat. That's it. And they have more viewers that I can flat smack. While I'm flat smacking the host, I'd much rather flat smack 70 to 100 other people as well, right?
Huh.
It's so efficient. So that's what I'm going to do there. Otherwise, on chat roulette, I might have one person I'm flat smacking, or maybe a group of 2 or 3 people, sometimes, and that happens. But yeah, YouNow is fun in a whole different way. And I'm about to figure out how I can get YouNow, the YouNow camera on my car. I think I could just do it, but it's just a little bit weird, but I think I'm just going to do it because I know that the weirdness is going to be worth it, because everybody can still watch what I do on You Now. So look out for that. Flat Smackers Live, 3 words. Sub up. Thanks, Karen, for what you do. Thank you, Bling, for what you do. I love it. Flat Earth Dude Left, Astral Thief, everybody, man. Everybody doing activism. Anybody sharing stuff like this.
Together we're better.
Thank you all.
Individuals doing our own thing, but together as well.
That's right, Karen.
Yep.
We're all
Thank
in
you,
this
everybody
together.
in the chat. I just see that Karen B's come in. There's Walter, Penwood, Jeff, Michael, Poopy Pants.
Poopy pants. Poopy pants.
Yeah.
That name kills me. Seen it before.
Thanks very much for joining us for part 2. Tut, Horry. Anyway, thank you, everybody. It's Patricia, Astral for a moment, Flat Earth Dude. Was that it tonight? Yeah. And then, of course, Bling Bling and Horry. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Horry,
chat
we're all
room.
in the same Tesla together. Instead of same boat.
We might
We're
literally
all
be
in the same Tesla.
Get your green screen and we'll be literally in the same Tesla, Bling. Thanks, Karen. Love you for what you do. And see you. Good night, everybody in chat. And join me on Flat Smackers Live. I'm about to go live again.
You do too. So thank you very much. Anyway, good morning, good afternoon, good evening from us. Mwah.